Let's talk about the biggest muscle in our body, our glutes. In our modern times, if you don't use it, you lose it. And a lot of our high knees are shrinking down, and it's causing a world of problems for our knees, for our hips, and for our backs. A lot of the ways that I see people training glutes has to do with this hip thrust motion, clenching and squeezing, which can develop this muscle, but we're taking away from the functional movement that our body wants to do.
All right, pause right there. Coach Carly Owens, you need to start reading research because that was such a silly statement. If I squeeze my biceps and clench and squeeze, do I take away from the functional movement? If I squeeze my quads to end range, do I take away from functional movement? Hip thrusts clearly build functional capacity. It's shown in numerous studies. I'm gonna list them for you up here so you can take a look. If you wanna look through these studies and update your knowledge set, there's probably nothing wrong with the exercise you're about to show, but you don't need to spread misinformation and bash hip thrusts. They're actually very, very functional. How could it not be? You're building end range hip extension strength, which is where your foot is when it touches the ground to propel you forward during sprinting. How could that not be functional? But I digress. Let's see what else she has to say.
Humans, which is walking throughout our environment, very free and fluid. Especially to all my ladies out there that love to train the high knee. Every day is glute day if you know how to use your high knee properly. I challenge you to start crawling. Whoo! Let me tell you, 10 minutes of crawling, big glute engagement. No hip pinching, no low back pain, no knee pain. Learn to use your hips in a way that translates into the most optimal, efficient movement, not just in sport, not just in fitness, not just in training, but in your everyday life.
Okay, I actually love that idea. I think crawling on the incline treadmill like that is brilliant. I think it makes a lot of sense. Just know that you never have to bash an exercise to promote another. You could have said, ladies, if you're doing a lot of hip thrusts and kickbacks and abductions and you're training your glutes at short muscle lengths, also add in some exercises that work you at longer lengths. Here's one you probably haven't tried, but it probably wouldn't have gotten as many views. I get it, it's rage bait, it goes viral, but if you go that route, you can expect reaction posts from people like me. I'm Bret Contreras, aka The Glute Guy.